If we never did the pshat and Kayol Tarek Afike Moyim, then that's the Aleph Bey's introduction to Avelos. So I don't know if we ever.
I think we discussed once briefly the concept of sadness when someone dies is the potential that was.
Oh, so I said. Remember, I said last year. I said who was there by the? Not, it was 2 years ago already.
No. Really?
By Morty Stiebel.
Oh.
And interesting horror. I wanted to tie into that, the egg in the ashes. What's the symbolism? It's such a basic. I don't know when nobody says this. It's such an obvious thing to say. What's the symbolism of the egg in the ashes?
Ashes, I can imagine eggs.
Right. So the word is, there's two types of loss. Ashes is the thing that was that's no longer here, and the egg is all the things that never got a chance to be. There's two types of Avelis. The Avelis for loss of what was, and what's an egg? An egg is a life that never got hatched. And it's a way that's a bigger Avelis. It's a bigger Avelis than ashes. The idea of an egg in ashes. What? So I was thinking that because they also say it's used for nechama, so it could say that an egg is the idea that there's a future. An egg represents future.
Life cycle?
Turning potential, you making the potential out of it.
Saying, but are you eating it? We're not still going to eating it. The musik of an egg is hope. An egg is hope. And the coolness of an egg is that even though, this egg, you could salvage both verlach. That even though this egg never got to be, tomorrow there's another one. There's 100 new chances. That's why we can eat eggs. We would never eat egg if there's the last egg. We eat eggs because tomorrow's come. So an egg represents something that never got it. The egg in the ashes is total avelis. Is the tziruf. Meaning all loss is one of two things. Something that never got to be or something that left. And these are the two types. And I think the egg is a much greater tsar. What's a greater tsar? Ashes or egg?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's basically like a child
but it's only one
dying, or a grandparent dying, the grandparent dying is like you'll just never get to experience what you did experience.
Yeah, but people.
There's also no one that's attached to it.
What's worse?
I've never experienced it.
The child is significantly worse.
Abortion or euthanasia? Which one's worse?
Euthanasia?
Ooh, it's different.
It's the same thing. What's
What's worse? A 5-year-old boy dying or a 98-year-old man dying?
That's not a question.
That's why I said. That's why I said. That's why I switched it to this question. This question is more.
That's I think clear. I think
abortion.
I'm not talking about eggs. I'm talking about something. When a child is nifter,
that's why
it's so sad because all the potential that could have been never was potentialized. That's what I mean. Imagine a guy's a druggie. A guy's a druggie. He's never done a single successful thing. I guess it's sad there also because he also never to life. When a 103-year-old person dies, it's not right. It's not right. It's not a tragedy. It's like it's sad because they're not going to be here anymore. But
is that on?
It's on.
Because I don't see anything.
It goes off.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, it goes off?
I see from my phone too.
Is the Timu camera? What did we get over here?
No.
So why don't I get to see myself talking?
It's a setting.
Maybe I'm like.
Here, you want to see yourself?
No, I'm just joking.
It's a GoPro Hero 13.
Just how do I know if it's working?
I can tell here. Plus, I can see from the other side.
I have to. Okay. I have to trust. Okay.
Red light.
I trust you.
The whole thing's like how to stop you from covering the red light. They like cover the red light.
Okay, but let's
hold on. So, we didn't do Kal Dari if you can mind.
So that's one you side.
Unless you're counting singing it. I think we got.
Yes, let's do the Kal because it's such an Aleph-based word of mine. Even not Tisha B'av, and the Tisha B'av spin is very powerful. It's a whole new way to think
We're
of.
gonna do next week. Okay.
Next week I want to talk about a different thing. Next week I need more time. I'll tell you. I'll give you the ha'ara. The ha'ara is what?
Either
no, make me see him. Make me see him.
Who's last year someone was
We could do. By the way, you could do.
Sanford. Right, Sanford didn't see him last year.
You could do a team effort siyam. We could everybody with Sarif and have a Sibur siyam, like a siyam.
Marcus, we're going to Marcus in a week.
And Marcus in a week, probably.
Next week, I'll tell you what I want to shell on for next week. Trippy thing, and I also never heard anyone talk about it. I never even heard it brought up. Everybody knows half of the story. There's two main averos of Klai Yisrael: the Shiva Asa B'Tammuz, and which was what? The Egel happened on the 70th Tammuz, and the Meraglim happened on Tisha B'Av. That's what frames the 3 weeks. So those are two. two different prototypes of Avera. They're very different Averas, the Egel and the Meraglim. So there's a lot of ways to analyze the two different types of Chet, and therefore two different types of Avelis. But the coolest way is, Chazal say, what did they say? I don't know, cool is the right word, but Chazal say that what was wrong with the Meraglim? What did they say? Why did the Meraglim become Tisha B'Av? Because you cried Bechia Shel Chinam, you cried tears of nothingness, and Hashem says, therefore I'm going to be Kaiveya Bechia L'Doiris. This will be eternal, generational.
It's almost like
tears.
a childish response.
What?
It's almost like a childish
Okay,
response.
whatever. So you need to explain it. It's not, obviously it's not childish, so you have to figure out what the deeper meaning is. But the point is that the chet of the Meraglim was the Bechia Shel Chinam. What was the chet of the Egel? Was it says they made the Egel Vayakumu L'Tzachik. They got up to laugh. So the Egel is the chet of laughter, and the Meraglim was the chet of tears. They're both fake. What's the laughter of the Egel? It's that loud laughter to drown out your pain. You know, it's like the club. It's like that loud. You know, that's what we do. That's the superpower of this door. Is that laughter, the cackle. You know, and then there's the tears, the fake tears of feeling sorry for myself. So I wanted to get into those two different prototypes of chet, the fake tears and the fake laughter, and that's the Egel and Ragel. What's the differences? Fake tears and fake laughter. Okay, but let's do.
You're
But-
bringing this in by Mordechai Shiva?
What?
Where are you Tisha B'Av?
I don't know. I don't have a place yet. They don't want to do. Maybe we should do like a explanatory kinnis, expand it, make it for a big audience.
Maybe do Kahal.
What?
Maybe get Kahal.
Morty's does something. I don't want to step on Morty's toes. I did it for them for 3 years.
You did it in Morning, did they ask you to come to this year though?
No, they got a new guy last year already who ran the show there, and he brought in his guy who called me for like a mahalach, like
So
which was ironic.
Okay, so we can
No, actually, because if me it was parnos, they paid me. It was like a gig.
There's no room to move there.
And it's so geschmacked. You could take kinnis, which is such tsar,
I'm saying it's in
and turn it
Morning-
into such a good experience. We explain them. You pick out the right kinnis, and you
I'm
done.
definitely
What
here
is-
for something like that.
what
is
I
the-
usually hustle
what
in
is
and
the
out of
no-
Kenneth.
What?
Okay, we discuss this after.
Yeah.
I don't know, my best is what we're
Yeah, we don't have to do something. Let me tell you the Kyle Tari. I did this at Morty's the first year. I think it's such an important Torah. So, it's one of the most popular psukim that we sing in the whole Tillim. Kayol Tarei Galafike Moyim Kei Nashis. How many tunes are there for this? And the funny thing is that I don't think anyone knows what it means. Like, it would be, I don't know, I'm putting it on the spot, but you will go around the room and you say, what does Kayol Tarei Galafike Moyim mean?
Killing like
Gazelle.
aisle.
So first of all, there's a few words in the pasuk. I don't think anyone knows what any of the words mean. We don't know what an ayol is.
Afike Mayim is the banks of the river.
We don't know what ayol is. We don't know what tareg means, and we don't know what afike mayim are. So basically, we don't know what any of it means, but we sing it with a lot of kavanah.
Arugas are like the rules.
Like,
It's like a shoe song.
Are arugas like rows of planting or like rows of weaving?
Arugos.
I hear arugis habaysim. That's
Or
good.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
word
That's
from-
good.
Or irig is weaving.
That's with an aleph.
Or but then the aruga.
I think arugas with an ayin.
Aruga is like a
Or
planting.
tower.
It's like a row.
So
I
we'll
thought it
figure.
was with a hay.
We'll study it together, right? It could be arugas with a.
I thought it was with a hay.
What's with a hay?
I thought it was like an ayil is killed, like an ayil is killed. Okay.
With an ayil, so an ayil's not going to get into ayil. An ayil could be a gazelle, an antelope, a deer.
We
It's a
had
shiloh's
those
difference in a
ones.
tzvi and an ayil. So most people think an ayil is a deer, but then a tzvi is a deer. So maybe a tzvi is a gazelle and an ayil is a deer. It's not simple. It's a sugya. But we're not going to get. I'm not going to get into that because that's not. But what does orga mean? Kayal taroik, and what are fike moyim? So what I always assume, that most people assume, like you said, like a deer by the banks of the river, or by a pool of the river, or stream of the river, whatever it is, like hungrily lapping up the water, so too is my neshama drinking up you, Hashem. Right? That's something like that. Something poetic. That's what the autopilot assumption is.
Yeah.
Saroi gelech.
Saroi.
Kayol ta'aroi, like an ayol does orga alafike moyim, kein nafshi, so does my soul like the deer.
Logically.
Kein nafshi saroi gelech Hashem. So I am treating you, Hashem, like the ayol treats the water over there.
Google translates it like a deer pants for streams of water.
Okay, good. So I don't know what pant means, but it's some kind of
I don't know, that's exciting.
It's a physical
It's kind of
reaction to
excitement.
really
It's excitement.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's an emotion so strong.
So I'll tell you the problem. Let's go in order. Let's go in order to start to discount possible meanings. The problem is that afike moyim don't mean streams of water. How do you know? Or pools of water, or banks of water? Because we are afikim. We have a pasuk, a famous pasuk that everybody knows, that afikim.
This is the picture.
What?
This is the picture.
Okay, so I'm telling you. So let's see. That's because they use the AI to decide what it means. Let's redo the meaning. You'll see the new meaning is so amazing. Kayol ta'aroig alafike moyim. We say in Shir Hamalois, ka'afikim ba'negev. Afikim are in the desert. Desert doesn't have pools, doesn't have rivers, doesn't have banks. So
what is the little translation?
So I would think, let me go through a middle step. So then I thought, okay, afikim are ba'negev. You know what? Wow, beautiful pshat. You know what afikim must be? Afikim must be oases. And then orga is a whole new meaning. What kayol tara? What do you do when you see an oasis? It's like relief. It's like a feeling of, wow, I found an oasis. That's a beautiful pshat. Like a deer rejoicing by it that it found this surprising oasis. So too does my neshama feel this sense of relief and whatever in you, Hashem. That would be beautiful, right? The problem is if you continue the pasuk, what does it say? Ka'ayol ta'aroig alafike moyim mosai avoi ve'era pnei Elokim. What does that mean?
When will I see the face of Hashem?
When will I finally see the face of Hashem? Like a deer doing something by afike moyim. So too is my soul by you, Hashem, wondering mosai avoi ve'era pnei. What does that mean? So that means that this water that we're talking about is not here yet. There's no water. So what are afike mayim if it's called mayim and they have no water? Afikim are the dried out riverbeds in the desert. The wadis they call them, I think?
Yeah.
Dried out riverbeds in the desert.
This is confirmed, this is a theory.
We'll see. I'm bringing rayas. Okay? Afikim are the dried out riverbeds in the desert. But you know what happens in dried out riverbeds? They warn you.
Flash floods.
Every once in a while there's a flash flood. Comes out of nowhere. So
well,
now
it's
you
after rain, but yeah.
What? But it rained in a faraway place. Because the ground is so baked that the water doesn't get absorbed, I guess, and it comes rushing through. It doesn't normally water gets absorbed. Here it's desert, so the water comes. People die all the time in these flash floods. So now chap with the beauty of it. Ka'ayol ta'aroig, like an ayol, longingly yearning by a dried out riverbed. So too does my neshama longingly wait for you, Hashem, Masai Avay, very promptly. When am I finally going to get to see you? So, what's the trip then of that song? What are we singing? It's a very deep thing. The ayol represents that thing that can yearn with its whole neshama, even though it's not here yet. Most people cannot live like that. Most people, when something is not here, I can't take a risk. It's too vulnerable. I'm going to get my heart broken. Like I told you this word by Mitzrayim. That Mitzrayim only plants around the Yar. They have a Yar. The idea of playing it safe and not taking risks in the Torah is called planting around the Nile. Most people the Nile overflows. You dig irrigation ditches. Remember that Torah by Yosef? This is the part. That's what Avdus was. Avdus is the fear, the inability to dream. Dreaming is, in all my Torah, dreaming is the sign of life, the purpose of life. Hashem created Hayinu kecholmim. That's what we say. Kayol tareg. I think Shir Ma'aseh, right? Kafikim hanegev hazoyrim bedima berina yiktzayru holich elef vachan noise meshach zachar. Can't do this. But it's describing the guy who plants doesn't know what's going to be. It's dreaming is the sign of life. Dreaming is the goal. When you're dreaming, all of life is valuable. But most people cannot dream because they can't risk getting hurt. They say whatever, right? That's my line. It was whatever. They protect themselves. So the thing that represents in the world more than anything else, the ability to dream in the darkness, to dream when something's out here, is the ayol. Kayol taroik alafik. The ayol, in fact, David HaMelech in Tehillim has a post. He uses the word ayol as a verb. A guy who's broken is kegever ein ayol, like a man with no more hope, no more yearning. That's a silent rook man. So the word ayol is used as a verb for dreamer, for longer. So the song of Kayal Tarig is an amazing song. It's like an ayol that can sit by a dried out riverbed, dreaming of something that so what's the trait of the ayol? It's this crazy emunah. He's not putting himself, he knows it's gonna come. He waits there, all in, not protecting himself, knowing that the water is going to come. Everyone can imagine everyone else saying to him, like, yo, you see how dry that is? There hasn't been water here in years. And he goes, we got this. The ayol. So if that's what the ayol is a sign of a yid. Right? When we talk about a kosher animal, in the Torah, it calls it, what is it called, kosher animal? It calls it katzvi v'cha ayol. Right? That's what you're allowed to eat. The ayol is a symbol of what you're allowed to but to listen to the saddest words in Eicha. Eicha gets to a point in Eicha where it says like this. It says, goes all the problems of what's going on, and then it says like this. It says, Lashon, V'yotza mibas tzion kol hadara. What does that translate as? The Yotza means it left, it went out. Mibas Tzion, from the daughter of Tzion, Kol Hadara. All of its splendor, meaning there's nothing left. What was the final straw? The Yotza Mibas Tzion, Kol Hadara, all of its hiddur, all of its beauty. And describes what that moment is. What is the thing that the Bas Tzion lost the last of its beauty? What is it? Hoyu Soreho Ka'ayolim loy motzu mireh v'yelchu b'loy koyach lifnei roidev. Its leaders, Sareh, the princes of the Jews, hoyu soreho ka'ayolim. It's the princes of the Jews were like deer. Ayolim loy motzu mireh, that didn't find their pasture, whatever it is they wanted. Vayelchu b'loy koyach lifnei roidev, and they went without strength before the pursuer. So what's that pasuk? What's it saying?
Give up.
The saddest image in the world. You know what the final degradation of Jewish people is? When they become like an ayol that didn't find, that the water never came, and it hangs its head and leaves. The saddest moment in the universe is when they broke the ayol. That even the ayol, which represents the ultimate dreamer, that's when you sit up. That's what Kayal Tarig is. The whole kapitel is talking about the ayol is the thing that dreams in the darkness when it's not here. When the ayol stops waiting, when even the ayol says it's not happening, like I trusted Hashem all these years, it's never happening. Let me just wrap it up. That is the Churban. Eicha describes the Yotzei Basil. What is the final step of Churban? When even the dreamers stop waiting. You know that I have the saddest image in the world is just this. You want a modern image of this? Picture this image. Like parents get divorced, and there's this little boy who lives with his mother but doesn't get to see his father. And the father tells him, don't worry, me, mommy, we're getting this, but I'm going to come on Sunday, I'm going to take you out, we're going to go to pizza, we're going to go to play baseball. And the kid says it's hard for him, but he can't wait for Sunday. And comes Sunday, he gets up early, sits by the front window, watching the driveway. And the mother watches the kid by the window. What does the mother say? She goes like, she can't bear to watch her kid like this. She knows that the father is not with the program. That's why maybe he means good, but he doesn't get it done. And she watches her kid, so she tells him like, Avi, your father's not coming. I know he says he's not coming. Don't come. Let's do something. Let's make a puzzle. Let's go get ice cream. No, I can't. Daddy's coming. Can't get ice cream. She goes, he's not coming. He goes, no, you just hate him. You don't like him. It's not true. He told me he's coming. He's coming. She has no nemanis. So she can't even protect him. She has to watch him by the window. It gets dark. He goes to do things. He has to go eat, so he never goes too far from the window. Can you eat by the window like you want? Can you imagine? And then the next Sunday, and he figures something must have happened. So the day the kid stops going to the window, what's that day? What's that day? That's the image of Churban. That's his Churban. That's the Churban. That's hayu sareh ka'ayolim loimatzu mira v'yelchu b'lekoyach lefnei roidev. That's the thought of Tisha B'av. Now the question is, how many things in our lives have we walked? How many windows have we walked away from? Who were we, or are they? Maybe we're still alive, but this is the image of Churban. So if we have things that we walked away from, that's what our geula looks like. Or if you know people, hopefully everyone here, the people coming to shiurim are still alive, but we know people. The avodah is to help people recover the windows that we were once waiting by. That's I said this years ago in Tisha when I was still in Yardley, I think. We had one of the most moving things in the world are those wreaths, those flowers on the sides of the highway. Where it was a car crash, when you see those, it's a baseball cap and dead flowers getting older. So I lived in Pennsylvania. When I lived in Yardley, there was like one path. It wasn't even a highway. It was mamish in the town. There was one of these. It's a really cool thing, like just, like they don't make them anymore, but like it was a small bridge from the days of horse and buggies. So it's like a bridge, the train goes there, but the bridge over the road, it can only fit one car at a time. It's dangerous because cars come this way, cars come that way, right? It's at the end of a road, and then you have, I never go there because it slows you down, because you have to wait for the cars to come, you have to honk, you never know, and you have to go really slow. But yeah, I'm describing it, whatever it is. But at the end of the road, there's this old stone wall, and you make a little left under the train tracks, honk, make sure there's no car coming, and so somebody must have crashed into that. Somebody must have died because there was a wreath there. And I didn't always go there, but it was shorter to go where I had to go, but I always went around because I didn't want to slow down. I just wanted to, I'd rather go the longer way than. But once in a while, when there was traffic on the big road, I figured it's actually going to go slow also, so I'll go the shortcut. And I would go. And I noticed one time, like 3 weeks later, in between trips there, that there's a wreath there. It's still there. It's the same wreath. So interesting, Usually these things die, Still there. So I was curious, like how long it'll think. It was just a weird thought. How long could it last? Like it's. I buy flowers for Shabbos. They're dead. And this is. I think I felt like 2-3 weeks. It's how could it still? 2 weeks later, I went again. And it's still fresh thing. So I would dafka go by to, and then I realized that it wasn't fresh. You know what it was? Someone's putting a new wreath there every week.
It was fresh.
What? It was fresh. It was fresh. I'm saying, but it wasn't that it was living.
It
wasn't the same. What?
They weren't moving on.
So I couldn't imagine like is on the one hand like move on, but on the other hand like how do you long? How do you feel that level of feeling for something that you know is not coming back? Like this person's not defending themselves. They're not. Maybe it's unhealthy, but to me it was a trippy thing. Like I would dafka drive by hoping. I wanted to see who it was. I wanted like who was this person? Who?
Well, I can imagine. I've seen his parents who never lose a child. They mourn for years. You never get over something like that.
But that's powerful. If you found me parents that are going every week for years, putting flowers on the spot where he died, I want to meet those people. I don't know if it's healthy, but it's trippy. It's very deep. That someone can probably need therapy, maybe. But whether or not it's good or bad, it's fascinating. It's not regular that somebody can long like that for something that's not coming back. I would dafka go that way. I wanted to catch the person putting it there. I would go all different hours. I would try and figure out when did it get changed. And it was months. For months, there was always a new wreath there. I ended up leaving Yardley. So I don't even know if it's it moved out.
Maybe it's still there.
But I would like fantasize about like
second
what?
wreath there.
What?
There's a second wreath there. For you.
Sorry. But here's a very trippy thing. I thought like this. Like I thought about it a lot of times, like afterwards, like I wonder what happened with that wreath. Like did it stop ever? But this is like my weird thought. Like imagine that one day, I fantasized about getting there and there's someone there. I caught the person. Like what would I do? I caught the person. What would I do if I saw the person? So my picture was like I wouldn't want to like traumatize the person, but I would want to get out of the car. I imagined always driving up there, seeing the person, so speeding up would catch them before they leave, jumping out of my car, like far enough away that they don't think I'm attacking them, and like coming fast enough to them that they don't realize I'm like, they don't run away, and I would say like, it's none of my business, you know, I just want to tell you I'm a rabbi down the block, we have a synagogue, and I see this wreath here, and I've been thinking about you like nonstop. Like I wanted to meet the person who can love so deeply and so long and not protect themselves. Like teach me. Like come to my synagogue, talk to everybody. Everyone needs you. The world needs. Everyone's protecting themselves except you. Could you come speak to my people? Talk to me. Talk to them. You're my Rebbe. That was my fantasy of what I'm going to say to the person I catch them. And one of my darker, twisted thoughts, I imagined the person turning to me and saying, Rabbi, I'm sorry, I'm just a florist. We have a credit card on file, and
I don't know much worse.
we have a credit card on file.
I was the guy that crushed him.
No, this is worse. We have a credit card on file, and I just put one up every week.
I don't know what's so sure. God forbid parents lose an only child.
Because they
They'll
love
do that
it.
forever.
It's not true.
Also, loving unconditionally could be a vulnerability, but not to a child.
No,
Everyone
it's
loves
fine.
their
No, it's
children
amazing.
unconditionally.
But the florist thing took the whole beauty of it away. It's just commercial. It's not,
Oh, that I'm awesome.
So I want to say like, so this is like my muscle for Tisha B'Av also. Like I said, like we're all here on Tisha B'Av. It's amazing. We're all here. Not months later. How many years later is this? Thousands of years. And we're still sitting here every Tisha B'Av, coming to the scene of the accident, every Tisha B'Av. And the Rebbeinu Shalom comes down to see us. Look at my people, still here every year. And then he listens in on us talking about like what we're going to eat tonight, or like, could they speed up the kinnis? And the Rebbeinu Shalom realizes we're just florists. We're here, but we're not really here. Like, don't be a florist. Like if you know. But what we're doing on Tisha B'Av is such a powerful image. And we could mourn it by just being florists. You know, going through, what's the florist? You're just going through the motions. You're here, but it's not here. What's powerful about being here is that you're where, it's the worst, to me it's like the most devastating thing is that finding out that it's just a credit card on file. What does that mean? It means they love their kid, but they're just, what's it for show? What is it? What does it mean when you hire a florist to put new flowers every week? You don't do it yourself. What does that say?
Token.
What?
Token,
So
It's a
is
feel good.
that an amazing metaphor for most people's Tisha B'Av?
Yes.
for sure.
Florists. So this is the Avodah.
So I'm saying calling it out is only level one. The real shaila is how
to recover it?
not be.
I mean,
How do you not be a
What?
florist?
Make a difference for him to counteract this.
First, we have to make a
Make a what?
this week.
We'll make a
It's
system
about- it's a level worse than
counteract it.
To counteract, let's make a Tisha B'Av.
It's level
We
worse
should.
than-
We have a spot.
We have 9 days to get this done.
I think we should do it.
We'll talk to what's name. He'll get us talk to Gruskin. He'll get us the base of Garacha like we do Rosh Hashanah. Perfect place, big parking
Let's
lot.
make a big thing.
Open up. There's a million people who would love to have and I'll get somebody else. We'll get some other people. Well, maybe everybody wants to do one kino. Prepare a kino.
That part wouldn't make sense.
I'd rather put it together.
I mean, I'm coming for a kind of.
What? What?
We gotta listen to one.
No, I definitely. What day is Tisha B'Av?
What?
It's Thursday.
A week and a half.
Hold on, are we done? Are we done? Thinking? Oh, so yeah, talking the shaila is so meaning. I'm asking that most people are florists. The question is how to not be a florist. Like,
Okay, so we'll do that Tisha B'Av. Tisha B'Av will say they have 1 day. Let's become. What's the opposite of a florist? What's the word?
the guy who plants the
A mourner.
flowers.
How do you
It's
be?
a hard one to say because the opposite of a good thing really they should move on. Really they should move on. So there's no good opposite, meaning it's just bad.
How do you be an aisle? What's the lesson? How do you be an aisle? What does the aisle have? My kids, my older son is Tzvi. So when my kids got bar mitzvah, I would buy him a leather machberes, and I would make a name like it's a sefer, like a leather bound sefer, but it's empty pages, and I would write on the front page the name of the sefer. Like, this is your sefer, and from now, you're a mitzvah now, you have to write your Chiddushei Torah in here, one of the other sefer. So Tzvi, I gave him the sefer, I named it Rotz Katzvi. Rotz Katzvi. You can allow finish the thought. This is a nice thing. And my younger son, it's Alexander Yom Tov Lipa. So that's a little difficult. So I think, what's Alexander Yom Lipa? So it's Oisius Ayel. So I called his sefer the Ayel Tarig. So my two sons are the Rotz Katzvi and the Ayel Tarig. And that's why I was blown away when I chapped the pasuk that HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells that kosher animals. He says Katzvi v'cha Ayel. That's the symbol of a kosher animal, Tzvi and Ayel. But you have to figure out the difference in the Tzvi and the Ayel. And there's also a lashon in the Tehillim, Meshave Raglai Ka'ayolos. How do you translate that? It sounds like my feet are firmly planted like an ayel. It's also a raya. The symbolism of an ayel is I'm not budging. You hear that? So I think it's starker rayas. This is the meaning of ayel tarig. You know, even though no one says it. What? Became mine. And therefore orga means yearning for something that's not here, dreaming.
Everyone says you're
No, but it's not if it's water. It's all in. It's excited. It's panting. Panting is not yearning. Panting is like let me at it. You know, like my heart is beating so fast I can't like running. Like your panting is like I'm running towards the water. No, unless it means something different. But I don't know. Anyways, this is the Churban Gula talk. So you have your work cut out. Figure out what